Hi guys, welcome back to Create, Nourish, Move. One of the things we want to do on our channel is have conversations about topics that we feel are important. So today we're going to talk about adaptability as we adjust to life in our van. So I'm here with Roman today.
Hi guys.
We're here to chat. First, I want to talk about what adaptability is. So for me, it means the ability to go with the flow, to change as things change, so we're always able to handle whatever's coming our way. Okay, so why is that adaptability important?
Well, I see two angles. Like that sounds important. Sorry for my French accent.
Important.
Important. Mountain, important. But so a lot of people put some expectations in anything they want to do. If these expectations don't match the reality, they're gonna feel like frustrated, and frustration creates a lot of stress, and it's a very like non-enjoyable feeling that you can have. And the second thing then would be if you can change, if you can adapt to any situation, you're basically under control all the time with your life, with yourself, and with your environment. And these two things, so no frustrations, you feel free for doing whatever you want, and if you're under control, you feel free because you're able to solve any problem. And this freedom for me, and I'm talking as a traveler, long-term traveler, is the key of my mental health.
True. So what you're saying is that when we're frustrated and stressed out from not being able to handle whatever is coming at us, then that
like
can
feeling trapped.
Yeah, so that's bad for your health and
Terrible.
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 And one of our goals here is to explore different ways that we can find health, and it's not always just about, again, the foods that you eat or how you move your body, but philosophy of life. So if we're not able to change something, then we adjust ourselves, and if something's not working for us or not serving us, we change the situation.
I was in Yukon, in north of Canada, and I was hitchhiking. I found a spot along the way. It was a highway, so people were going pretty fast. The only spot I could really hitchhike in the area. It was good, so I was okay. I put my thumb up, and I heard a noise, and then when I turned around, there's a big grizzly bear who just showed up. I had to walk away slowly, and I realized that the whole side of this road was full of berries. So the bear decided to just sit down and just eat all the berries in the area, but it was basically destroying my whole plan, my whole hitchhiking strategy, and it was late in the afternoon, so it was
That's a mean bear.
That's a mean bear. It was North Canada, so there's not that many cars. And one after another one, and then another one, and then another one was passing through, and I was like, I need to get one of these cars. It's getting dark, there's a bear right here. I just realized we were between two national parks, and they're all tourists, and they wanted to see bears. So I started to wave people to say, hey guys, there's something going on here, there's a bear. So they just stopped, and they saw the bear, so we're spending a minute or two with the first car. I started to talk over, about bears, and then after 2 minutes, say, hey guys, can you give me a ride to the next destination, please? And I say, yeah, sure, just jump in.
You showed us a bear, we'll help you out.
Exactly. So the bear was an obstacle in my life, in my strategy, in my hitchhiking plan of the day, and I just tried to adapt myself and say, okay, well, I'm going to use it as a strength. And I have to thank this bear. I don't know where he is now. Hopefully he's still alive and somewhere.
Eating blueberries somewhere.
Yes, blueberries. When you're traveling, you need to do it all the time, and it makes your life way easier.
That is kind of an extreme example, don't you think?
Yeah, probably. So I like this story. They said, yeah, you know what? I have a bear story.
I like this story too, but it doesn't have to be that extreme. We have to adapt ourselves every single day. Right now we're doing it in the van, just adapting to a much smaller space, adapting to, I kind of thought this whole 15-minute outdoor challenge would be easy.
Oh, yeah.
We're inside for a reason. It's wet and rainy outside. It's
Last
been like
week
that.
It was so beautiful. It was so easy to go out.
So we thought we're doing van life. It's going to be super easy to be outside all the time. Not so much. So that's why we're filming inside today. So we adapted. Yeah. You might have to adapt yourself every day in your family life, in your relationships. Sometimes we have to compromise. Even us in here living this lifestyle. Sometimes it doesn't.
What about yoga? You do a lot of yoga. How do you do now?
So, well, I'm adapting to the way I do my practice. I practice inside this tiny space the other day, so I just did a practice where I wasn't putting my arms and legs around everywhere.
I wish I had the camera on. It was kind of funny to see.
Yeah, I'm sure it was hilarious. And then we got a gym membership. So this morning I did yoga in the gym. I just rolled out my mat in there, did my thing. But it's hard because I'm a little bit reliant on my morning routine. And if I don't do it the way I want to do it, sometimes I get mean. And I don't adapt that well. And I'm trying to. So it's something I'm working on as well. Like if I don't have things go the way I want it to, I find myself coming up against a little bit of a rub, and it's not good. So I'm trying to work with that and be like, okay, well, maybe my yoga practice is just a few deep breaths today. Maybe it's a meditation, something I can do seated here. Or
well, we can also adapt our itinerary because we have a moving home. So basically, we're gonna be. I mean, I like being in the boonies. Like I like the green. I like being trail and stuff, but no reception. So for uploading video for online school or far away from gym and stuff, so we'd say maybe try to be a bit more close to like civilization and then try to like change sometimes, like go to hiking in a national park or state park and then come back, but give her more time to do this morning routine. I can see it. She's way more productive or way more happy, more smiley after a morning thing.
But I need to be willing to shift that a little bit too. So it's a process, just like we do. So he's showing now his ability to adapt to my habits, and that's part of something you might find you need to change and shift in your relationships. Sometimes we use adaptability in our food choices. Everyone has this individuality, and it's not the same for everybody at all.
What about money?
Money, yeah. Like right now we don't have jobs.
We don't have rents, but we don't have jobs. Like hopefully we're going to make a little bit of money to pay for gas and food, but
buy our future products.
We can't like, I mean, we were in Nicaragua and I mean, we had a very good situation for where we were out there. So we were basically eating out whenever we wanted to. It was cheap. And we had a good situation, so the question was not really on the table. Now we have access to all this kind of food that you can find in the US and in Canada. But the finances, we can still do it, but for how long? 1 month?
Yeah, so we're trying to keep track and to see how much money we spend and be able to adapt, because I've had jobs before where I made a good amount of money and jobs where I didn't, and you can't always spend in the same way. So sometimes you have to shift and come back and prioritize. Like for us, food is something we're not that willing to prioritize about, because good food, healthy food from local places and farmers, stuff like that is really kind of high on our list, but we might not like go out to bars and go out with friends as much. We just cut back in the places where
we still do it, by the way.
Yeah, we still do
just
it.
Try to be more careful.
Yeah, just being mindful I think mindfulness is really part of adaptability too, because otherwise you can just get in this tunnel vision where like, no, I have my eyes set on this goal and that's all I can see, and I'm not able to go with the flow. Yeah. And we have to ride the wave and see what happens and be open to all the opportunities and things that come up along the way, so we avoid frustration and ultimately are happier.
So think about something that you don't feel good about, like you feel bad, stressed, trapped, and try to really identify the problem. Sometimes it's a bit complicated to put words on, but if you can do that, ask yourself, like, can I change? Is the world going to change for me, or can I change the situation or myself?
Something I wanted to mention really quick, since I am a yoga instructor and we want to offer you some yoga videos on this channel. Sometimes people say, like, I'm not flexible enough to do yoga.
I said it.
He said it. And I feel like it's just like saying you're too dirty to take a shower. The point is to become more flexible, not just in your body, but in your mind. And that flexibility in your mind is adaptability. Your yoga mat, your meditation practice, all of that is just a mirror for your everyday life and how you can kind of define the areas which need a shift and work yourself to changing the things that don't serve you to work better.
So try to think about that please share it. We need also your help. You need your experience. We failing also in adaptability. It's not because we're traveling and because we are living in a van that we don't make any mistakes. Share, comment, send us emails if you want something a bit longer. Facebook, Instagram, don't hesitate. Tell us your story. Sorry for my pronunciation. Tell us our story. No, tell us your story.
Tell us your story.
Please keep going.
Well, maybe we'll have to cut some parts out and adapt to our
video movie.
So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. We are going to go outside now. We have to get our 15 minutes in. We might only get 15 minutes in today. You go outside too and think about this and define what areas need shifting, define what is already going well, and see how you can ride the wave. Go with the flow and adapt yourself. And remember, stay wildly well.
Bye, guys. See you soon.
Bye.